He's angry. Oh, he ran past me. And he's gonna attack, and I pushed the wrong button. So he hurt me. You see how I'm getting the reds? I forgot to mention that too, that you only get those. I try and explain and fighting terribly. Hello and well met, fellow travelers of the Gamerverse. Welcome back to Surviving Exiled Lands. Steady Antics here. And last time we got here on the map to our little place we want to build a camp. Just north of Sepamuro. And first things first, we're going to have to get some food because I did the thing where I crouch again instead of open my inventory. And we're going to have to build somewhere to put all this stuff because we're getting full of junk. I was waffling about where to put this. I was going to think about grit and all that, but basically I just want to put that there so that we could get here, but we got here fine. So I'm going to boost up encumbrance as much as I can because right now we're going to start building a base. And to build the base, I need to be able to carry a lot of stone and stuff. So we're going to have to start unlocking building stuff like sandstone foundation. We're going to want a box maker so we can make something to put this stuff in. Thralls will come later. Stairs. We're probably going to want to make some stairs. These only cost 1 point. We have 18 more available. Some cost more. We're going to want to make a bed. That's 1 point. Don't need to worry about torches and stuff yet. We're definitely going to need this. A furnace. And a carpenter's bench. That costs 2. We don't need that. We're going to need a tanner. We're going to need to unlock iron tools, so we might as well do it now. That costs 3. So there you go. That should get us going for now. Sure thing. Where are we at? We're at level 12. Okay. My stomach hurts. Got 3 bugs left. Wow. Well, let's eat a little bit. And then we can go ahead and eat some more good meat too since we got it. And we'll go ahead and just put that on our bar because we're going to start eating that full time. I don't think I mentioned the purge meter here. It will have a purple bar that goes up, and then when it hits this here, you start getting a chance to get a purge. So you don't know when you're going to get it. And when you hover over it, it tells you. And then sometime I believe between these two white marks, you should get a purge. I mean, if you're multiplayer, that means one of the clans on the server has a possibility every hour or whatever. Depends on the purge settings. Alright, so we're going to look at start build here. First things first though, we're going to have to build a box to put this stuff in. So we should have enough on us that we can create this wooden box. Or not. I just need to make some twine. Twine's easy enough. Make 20 of those. And then we should get those here soon. Yeah, we got enough now. So we'll craft 1 box for now. Make some room for it. And put the grubs in there. And when that gets crafted up, we're going to put that down. And then I'm also going to just, over here, I'm just going to put, because there's less likely to be anybody coming around here. We're going to need a fire to cook some meat on. So let's go ahead and build that while we're waiting for our building to be made anyway. So putting stuff down. So you see you've got 2 tooltip areas on the left and the right. It tells you all the stuff you can do. We'll get a little more into that. I don't need to show you that here, but when I start putting foundations down, we'll talk about that. So I'm just going to put a box here, and we're going to store stuff pretty much. Well, I might have to make another one here. Probably will. We're going to store all the stuff in here that we can. Oh, I do have these for eating too. Eggs are good. Eggs are good. We got 4 more meat there too. So let's go ahead and put, notice this, I had this fold up to where it was scrolling. So if you have this custom sort on, and say you thought you emptied out your, so it can be below, so you'd see nothing but empty and go, why am I still encumbered? I've done this. I'm like, why am I at like 60% when I've got nothing in my inventory? But if you sort by name or something, oh, there they are. So that's something to know. They can get you. It's a get you. It can get you. All right. Put a fire down. And we'll put dry wood in there. That's fine. Go ahead and cook those. And I'm actually just going to put these on the bar. I think these heal pretty good too. I'm just going to store that in there for now. You see, this is going to expire in a second. So I'm going to use it so it doesn't go bad. And then it's got a timer. These go bad. And it shows you here too. Expires in 29 minutes. Low grade ingredient, consumable, large, nutritious meal. They do. I'm looking. Eggs and shredded roast, which you can get from killing these baby guys and stuff. You know, we're just gonna do it so you can see. They're pretty easy to do. And you can. There's feral flesh. And when you cook it, it turns into shredded roast. But those heal for 20, and the eggs here heal for 20. And then the grilled steak that we got heals us for 40. And then there's exquisite meat, which when we get the cleaver and we start going after these curly, that guy's a curly horn one. You use a cleaver on them, you get exquisite meat. And those heal for 60, and then this roasted haunch, which will take us a while to get to the bigger animals, like rhinos and stuff, drop, will give you roasted haunch. Or I don't remember what it's called. Some kind of haunch. And then when you cook it, it's roasted haunch. So we need another box. Let's make another box. Probably put the stuff away that I needed to make it. Yeah, I need more wood. I don't have enough wood, so let's get some wood. It's right here. It's right here. So the basic thing I'm gonna need to do now is we're gonna start trying to build up a little home for ourselves, right? But I want to be prepared for getting into iron tools and weapons. And what you need for that is a blacksmith bench. I'm gonna get in his aggro range here in a minute. And in order to get a blacksmith bench, you need lots of iron and brick. So you need to get that blacksmith forge down, and you need to start smelting stuff. And it takes a while. When you get thralls on there later, the recruits, they help do it faster, but it still takes a while. So we definitely need first thing to get that going. So you can tilt it. Look at that. You tilt it, and then you can make it go up and down. So it was trying to go too low, so I just moved it up by one by doing shift and scroll. And that way I was able to place it there. Alright, so we can put the rest. I'm not really caring what's going where right now, because I'm at this point, I'm just going to start collecting stuff. So I want to be able to carry stuff and collect stuff. So before dark time, I want to go and kill this guy. He's angry. Oh, he ran past me. And he's going to attack, and I pushed the wrong button. So he hurt me. You see how I'm getting the reds? I forgot to mention that too, that you only get those. I try and explain and fighting terribly. You only get those cripple, bleed, those effects on the heavy attacks. You never get them on the main attacks. So you see how I got 16 meat out of that guy? I don't usually get that much meat. So we got another one over there. These ones, once you hit them, they're going to run. So you don't want to attack them until you're ready. It's going to be dark soon. And I need to eat something to get my healing up. So sometimes you got to wait until you get your healing up before you start fighting again. Or you can just run it. And then if I get hit right now, I'm going to stop healing. So I'm going to move away this time. And then this, if you left click, it does this move that gets you close. It's a good one to close in on an enemy. And then this right click one, that one actually stuns. So I probably won't get this when I do this, because these guys run quickly. But if I do that, it stuns it. And then you can actually time it to where maybe he'll just bleed out. Yep. You can time it where they'll never be able to hit you back. But where's the fun in that, right? So let's put a torch in our hand. Another thing that I wanted to cover that I didn't. And did he give us any meat? Yeah, we got some meat. Alright, it's getting kind of dark. Hard to do stuff in the dark. But let's get this meat cooking. Go over there, start cooking that. And then we're probably going to switch over to wood, because we're out of dry wood. And then I will organize this, obviously. So, like I said, we want to get our forge going. So before I start building any base or anything, I'm going to build the furnace. I'm going to build, and that takes 540 stone, which you can't even carry unless you get this encumbrance up. So I'm going to collect stone, and I'm going to build probably 4 of those. So I'll get on that. And we cleared out those kudo. So yeah, I'll be back when I have the stone and can build those. Hey, welcome back. It's morning. I've only collected enough to get 1. You know what I forgot to do was we unlocked that torch, but I never actually made this stinking thing. So we'll get 20 over. Get out of there. Okay. And then we'll create a real torch, because this one only lasts 3 minutes, but this one will last 20. So that is significantly more. And that way we can yeah, it expires in 20. So I made 1. So, and you can pick these up. So it doesn't matter where I put it. I'm just going to put it along here for now, so we can get going, so we can start smelting stuff. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but since we need more stones for doing the... Oh, we got coal. We got coal to burn. Right there. Coal. It's better for burning. And there's coal around here, so I'll get more of that too. So just put start, and it's starting to make these. And see, I had 44 and it was creating 22. And see how long that takes? So if we need the blacksmith bench, let's see. Well, we already had it, right? Yes, carpenter's blacksmith bench. So you need 50 bricks and 75 iron bars. So it's going to take a while for that to smelt. That's why I wanted to get these going first, and then we'll worry about the rest. I almost want to put a foundation down, because that'll stop spawns. So everything down here will stop spawning. There's more crudo up there, so I'm not worried about that. And we'll get plenty of meat, but I'll hold off. Just want to get going on. Look at all this metal. Look at all that metal. There's a whole bunch up there and down here. And it's like if you go around the corner here and everything, there's a whole bunch more. So we're gonna have no problem getting metal. And then there's coal. So we can use that for burning. Now I will stop some of like the wood spawns over there when I start building, but that's no big deal. We'll be fine. So I really don't want to collect that yet. I want to get the stone. I just want stone so I can build these furnaces. Once I get 2, it's pretty good because then I'll be able to smelt bricks and stone bricks and iron bars at the same time, which should be nice. That way we can get them both going, and then by the time I get done collecting everything for building and starting to make foundations and stuff, we should be able to start getting iron tools, because that's, I mean, we're collecting 6 per here, and we'll collect more per swing, and it won't break as quick, so we'll be able to do more with it. And if I didn't have my encumbrance up, I'd already be not moving, but since I have it up there, I can carry all this and keep going. So I can craft that and then keep going. We're gonna need more of this for cooking too, for smelting and cooking. Since we have all this coal, we might as well just use that. Ouch! We might as well use that, right? So I'm just gonna keep going here. I'll go put this down in a minute, but we'll just keep gathering resources. I'll let you know when I'm back. Welcome back. Collecting stuff. I decided only to make 2. I'll show you that in a second, but I want to show you this, that you can hit these guys, and I don't know if it'll show it. No, it didn't. But if you hit these little ones, they will give you, not that one, the one that I was here, it will give you vines, and that's just fine. This guy got away from me. That's why he was all bloody. Because I was trying to use a sword, and without anything in strength, it just doesn't seem to work. I can't kill him quick enough, because it takes like 5 swings. So I've been collecting stuff to be able to get the blacksmith bench, because that's where my first goal is. So I've got enough in here because I needed 50 and I need 75 of these, but I got lots more iron here, so that's going to be plenty so it doesn't make sense to collect much more right now. What I should be doing now is building these so that we can start to, by the way, if you shift drag them to do that, it'll automatically do half. It'll do a split, so that we can start placing those down and cutting off spawns and getting going here, because if a sandstorm comes around right now, I don't know where I would be safe. I'd have to run into town and go in one of the buildings, I'm guessing, and I might not make it that far. So to build, know that these bushes here will show through. So if I put it down, these are not destroyable. You can't destroy it like this one. You can pick it and get the plant fiber and seeds and insects, but these you can't. I can't walk up and do anything with it. So I like to just use shift and bring it up to where that's as tall as it goes. You don't have to go as tall as it goes, but I do. And I just use stairs to get in because I don't like grass growing up through my floors. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to left click in place, and then it will snap where it can go. So I can go all the way around, and it's finicky. So like it won't go there right now on this side, but it will. It will. You just have to play around with it. And then it's saying it's failed. See, now it shows that it can go there, but it's failing to place. Failed to place. So it is finicky. Sometimes you just have to walk away and come back, and then boom, it's right there. So we're going to end up getting a journey for this pretty soon. After you lay like 10 of them or something, it will give you a journey. So I need more. I'm pretty much picked everything clean. Everything's out of there. All that iron's gone. All the stones are gone. They'll come back. They respawn, but it takes a day or so. Not too long. It's quicker than I thought, especially for default, settings. Looks like we've smelted all we can out of here, but we've got 69, and that's good enough to get us going. Now that does bring a point up, in that I'm building the lowest tier, and I want to show you that this river here marks a line. We had the starter area down here, and that's the beginner area. And then all these are going to be on the south side of the river are going to be easier enemies. And then when you go to the north side, they're a little harder, but it's still considered the beginner area. And then you go up into here, and it's the intermediate area. Not counting the unnamed city, that doesn't count. Because that's just end game. You got to be high level to get in there. This area here is all mid tier. And then you'll get to where you can go up here, like above this line, is all harder stuff, especially the snow, and then the volcano is ridiculously hard. But that also means that the recruits you get, so if you get a beginner area recruit, a level like a named one down there, if you can find a named one, they're not going to be as good as like a tier 2 in Sepamura, because they're a lot harder. So I'm making these sandstone, but you need to get this journey mason where you do the stone brick. So if I get a purge in this area, it's the intermediate area, and they could tear through my building if it's sandstone. So I don't want to build a huge base right now out of sandstone, because it'll probably get torn down. So I'm going to build a little hut, maybe a little better than a little hut, but I'm going to build a little thing so that I can start putting stuff in there and then just upgrade it later. You don't really upgrade it, you replace it. But okay, so I'm going to collect some more stone. I'm going to go find some stone, and if anything exciting happens, I'll let you know. Okay, we got the blacksmith bench made, and I'm just gonna, I don't even have the whole floor in yet, but I'm just gonna start placing stuff in here instead of having to move it later. Overlapping with me, probably. So there's no real good snapping. You're just gonna have to eyeball it and hope you did it right. See, that's pretty far away from the wall. I'm wanting to be careful of, see, you can pick it up, but I'm wanting to be careful of the walls. I want to make sure the walls are going to be able to be placed. And I don't want it to like stick through the wall. It's really hard without the walls there. It's kind of close, but it should be fine. And that way we can dismantle to iron bars. I didn't know you could do that. Look at that, I'm learning stuff. So what we really want is this thing right here, an iron pick. So we need 20 iron bars and 5 branches. I also made a tannery because I know I'm going to need that to be able to start making armor. And I do want some armor, because obvious reasons. So we'll put that like right here for now. It's in there, and that's okay. You need bark. That's the only thing that works in here. And then you put these in here and you press play, and it starts making leather. And the byproduct of that is tar, and we want tar for a couple things. So I'm thirsty here. Let's get a drink. Get a full drink. There you go. Hey, I'm running into the wall. Exciting, running into the wall. So do we have 20 bars? Oh, we got 20 bars. Actually, I might as well move all that. And I ran out of coal, so here's some more coal. Do it. Do it up. And then we'll use these in there too, I think. Maybe not. But we'll bring them over there anyway. And right now I gotta jump up onto my floor. But that's okay. And I forgot the branches. I knew I always forget something. Always forget something. Okay. Branches. And then we'll start putting and storing things up here too, but I normally would like to get this fully built, but I want this pretty bad. And then the hatchet too. So we'll get those queued up and cooking up, and then these will be, they'll go bye-bye. And then we can grab the rest of our, and then we can we get yet gain another level for crafting an iron tool. So journey step wise, I actually got a couple more that I wish I would have gotten with you here, but I obtained an iron bar. Yeah, because the first time I pulled an iron bar when I went to make that blacksmith bench out of there, it gave me a journey step for that. Then there was another one. I don't remember what it was. Not very important, but you know, kind of wanted to show you guys. And then also we're getting quite the collection of meat here, and then it goes bad, and when it goes bad it turns into putrid meat, which you can also use. So don't get rid of it. You can use it for making compost, for cooking, for making plants, growing plants and stuff. Okay, so we have our iron tools, yay! And then we'll want to we can just get rid of them. We don't really need those anymore. Things will just, they'll go into one single loot bag if you drop them in one spot, and then they'll despawn pretty quickly. Oh, I was gonna grab hide. So distractible. So many things going on. Need to eat some food too. See how much food I got from one piece of meat? So that'll go a lot quicker now. Make sure I don't have some in both, because I do that when I'm not organized yet. Hello, Mr. Kudo. I will come visit you soon, I promise. Don't feel lonely. So we have tar, we have leather. Another thing I'd like to check now that we're at level, whatever we're at, 15. We're at level 15. So we've got more attribute points. Don't know if I want to bump up encumbrance anymore. We're probably going to respec soon so that we can get other things we want. So now we can start getting into iron weapons too. We can get an improved campfire. It's just a bigger campfire. It looks better, I guess. I think you can store more in it so you can cook more at once. We're going to want the iron poignards or the iron axe. That's a good question. Because I told you I like the iron axe. The only reason I like the iron axe as opposed to double-handed swords and stuff, I don't like single-arm swords or maces or hammers at all. So, but between these two, or the like two-handed weapons that do more damage, you can't use them at night. So if you're out at night, you can't see when you're fighting, and that's just no fun. We need the butcher so we can get the skinning knife and that cleaver I was telling you about. I still like using the poignards at first until we get stronger. So we'll unlock those and make those, but I'm gonna unlock this too. We'll make them both, why not? We'll unlock furniture maker, which doesn't give us much except the artisan table that I really care about right now, because we're not gonna decorate the place. We're not gonna go ham on that just yet. Okay, so we can start making that stuff, which is good. Very good. Now we're going to need to make the armorer's bench so that we can make, obviously, armor. Craft you, and we're out of... Now I'm going to need leather. So that's the problem with the poignards, is you need leather to repair too. So you always have to have leather on you. And then we're going to be using leather that we could be using for making armor, because it takes quite a bit of leather to make the armor. But that's okay. We'll be fine. I need more iron though. Maybe we won't be fine. We'll be fine. We get some iron. Yeah, I need more iron. It's probably already starting to respawn some of it. I don't see it though, so maybe not. There's coal over there, so that respawn. So we won't be able to make those yet, but that's okay. I do not at all enjoy the stone sword, so I'll just get rid of that. We'll keep the shield for now, and that's another thing, is I like to carry the shield. I don't use it a whole lot, but I like to carry it because of the fact that I can use it for the archers. So when they're shooting at you. We need level 26 for apprentice armor smith. And we need 26 also for apprentice weaponsmith. I want that for doing tool upgrades. So you can reinforce them. When you do reinforcement, the durability goes up and they don't go as bad. Or you can do ones that do better. They collect more, but they're less durable, so then you got to repair them more. So you got to pick and choose. All right, so basically what I want to build now is that armor's bench. Which we don't have. When do we get that? Do you see it? Everybody will see it before I do. Oh, you just get armor. Okay, well fine, I'll get armor. There we go. Now we can make the armor's bench. Armorer's bench. 240 wood. Or stones, 160 wood, and 20 twine. That should not take too long. And now, I don't want to do that. Let's get that. Now, if we use our skinning knife, we'll get just hide when we kill our poor creatures here. Now, I wouldn't do that with these guys, although they will give you a lot of hide. So I guess if you're not hurting for meat, which I'm really not, and I can always get it later, you could just do that. Now the axe has a nice, if you do the right click heavy attack, it does a jumping attack that does extra damage, which is kind of nice. See, now everybody in their area will run away. So the non-curly horn one, you saw that guy running away. So you pretty much only need one of those. There we go. We got lots of hide out of that. So we got 28 hide out of that one, whereas we took forever doing it with the other one. So yes, you will be angry. And I can use the shield now too against this guy. So I can just hold up the shield. Now when you're holding up your shield, and where'd my I pushed a button. What'd I push? I don't remember how to get rid of this. I got rid of the UI somehow, and I don't know how I did that. Hold on, I'll figure this out. It was Alt-Z, people. That'll get you what you want there. All right, now with this we can with the hatchet, I just never showed you because I didn't want to do this. You get a head. You can collect heads. And look at all that. We didn't make a cleaver. But I mean, look at all this meat we're getting. We would get exquisite meat though, which is even better than regular meat. So there is that. So we won't kill him. We'll go, but we don't have enough iron anyway. I didn't collect enough iron. So now when I collect stuff, I'm getting 8 and 10 instead of the 2 or 4 that I was getting before. Or 4 or 6 or something like that. So you're getting better stuff. And I think it harvests it quicker, but maybe I really didn't pay attention, to be honest. You need something to heal. Only to heal. Because I let somebody hit me somewhere, somehow. Alright, our iron isn't respawning. There are other places to go for iron. Now, the problem with being in this area, the good thing is the resources. That's what I want to be here for. The problem is that, as I mentioned earlier, that the recruits in this town are hard. So we're not going to be able to just go and start harvesting them to collect tributes to our chosen gods and all that, because they're too tough for us. We're going to have to go running down into the beginner area to be able to start doing that kind of stuff. So there's a little more travel, but I think it's worth it for me so that this part is so much quicker. Otherwise, you're running all over looking for iron, and it's a pain in the butt, and I don't like doing it. So this is better. We were doing an armor's bench before you guys distracted me with kudo and cleavers and skinning, right? Armor's bench. So we've got that. We need the wood, which I believe we have wood. Let's get this in here. I'm gonna have to get more. I'm gonna save these heads. You can you can get a press, and then you can squeeze them for blood and bones. Told you this game is gross, didn't I? I warned you. So let's get the wood out of here, because we can use coal for that now. I'm just gonna go ahead and cook all that. We can stack 50s, so put that up on there. So what do we need? Twine. We got plenty of plant fiber. Getting heavy here. And armor's bench. We can craft it. Cool. So that's going to take a minute, and then you can see it's down in the right hand corner. It'll shows it, and then it shows you in the crafting queue here too. So that is excellent. Need another drink. I tend not to use my flask if I'm right by water. I just go drink, because then I'll forget to fill it, and then it will not work for me, and we have no iron. I'm gonna have to go on an iron hunt, which is no big deal. You can climb up there. There's some iron up there, but there's not a whole lot, and I don't have any in grit, so without anything in grit, it's not gonna work out too well for me. Let's put this down. Ooh, nice climbing skills there, mister. Alright. You can go into this mode to try to do it. It's pretty hard to do. So, using V. There might be better ways, I don't know. And like I said, I can pick these up and move them. Once I get walls up, I'm going to do that. So here you can actually make your twine and everything in here, so you don't have to make it in your inventory if you don't want. So we're going to have to start collecting stuff to be able to make... Wait a minute. Yeah. To make, we're going to make the light armor. So here's all the light stuff. And I didn't even need to turn it into leather. I'm wasting it. See what I'm saying? Waste. But that's good. We still need it. And I can easily go kill Kudo and these shellbacks to get hide with the skin in them. So it's not a waste. So we are out of time again. Seems to go so fast. Whoa, it's all over the place. Just zoom in on him. He is not pretty. So next time we're going to finish this. We'll put some walls and some ceilings, and hopefully we'll do that before a sandstorm comes. I really need to concentrate on that now so we can be safe. And then we'll get armor, and we've got iron weapons. We'll just need a cleaver. So I'll get some more iron so we can do that. But other than that, that's what we'll be doing. So, and I hope you enjoyed your visit and your travels will bring you back this way. And until we meet again, keep it steady.